And everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. I hope you are all well. I have just gotten back from the gym about 20 minutes ago. I've just had a protein shake and Katie is on making tea. So we are going to have Nando's style chicken. There's the chicken there, sizzling away. Got some halloumi. Obviously got the sauce there. And we've got some salt and pepper chicken in there with some... what's the Nando's salt called? Peri peri salt. So yeah, looking forward for tea tonight. We had it the other week when I didn't pick the camera up on a Thursday and it was really nice. So yeah, we're going to have it again. I'm not going to have it in a wrap this time. Last time I did. This time I am not. It is 7:15. Oh jeez, I am honestly, the gym has killed me off today. But one more day at work and I've got a couple of days off, which I'm really happy about, really excited for. Was going to say a few lie-ins, but on the Friday I'm going to be getting up and going to the gym for 6 in the morning. My hair's all over from my helmet. But yeah, just for tonight, tea, go through some more covenants, maybe go through some comments if there is any. Yeah, it looks like we've got a couple, so I might go through them as well, and then just call it a day. I mean, like I say, the Tuesdays and Wednesdays are normally quite quiet, and Thursdays obviously we've got the food shopping, all that good stuff. So yeah, excited for the week ahead. I think today is possibly the last slow day of the week, but yeah, I'm really excited just to chill out tonight. As I got in today, I didn't edit the video last night, and I don't think I will. I think because sometimes if I'm like, when I get in, I've got like an hour or so before I go to the gym, I'm just a bit like, oh, if I don't have anything to do, I end up just sitting feeling hungry, and I'm like, oh, it's just like have a nap or something. I'd rather just come in, edit the video really quickly, get it up, get it out, and do all that. So yeah, we've got another few covenants to go through tonight, so I'm going to do all that after tea. I hope you enjoyed the last video. It looks like it's one of the best well, it is the best performing video out of the last 10 and the last 43 minutes. And like I say, if you have any questions about anything, I can go through them in like what I get from them, if that makes sense. So like what I say obviously isn't, don't take it as gospel. It's just like, I'll just give you like what I think it means. But yeah, apart from that guys, I hope you are well. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Like the video if you do enjoy it, and I will pick you back up when tea is all ready. Right then everyone, tea is served. Oh, I've got the halloumi. I let Katie have the extra bit. The peri peri salted chips with Nando's Peronaise. Then we've got the Nando's sauce there. Oh, I am drooling. There's Katie's. Happy? Mm-hmm. Very happy. So I'm gonna tuck into this and I'll catch us in a sec. Right everyone, tea was unbelievable. All done now. I am gonna get on with just doing the covenants, because as you can tell by this huge yawn, I'm ready for bed. I've got a few dishes to do, just the plates that we've had in the pots and pans and stuff. So part 2, I guess, of the covenants. So yeah, let's get into it. So we did the purchasers cannot in the first 5 years of ownership yesterday, and then I think we'll do purchasers can at any time. So purchasers can at any time put up a shed or greenhouse in their rear garden, provided it is no bigger than 2 meters by 3 meters, so 2 by 3 meters. Put up a larger temporary structure in their rear garden only if Gleeson has given a written consent to do so. This does not include conservatories. Keep domestic pets such as cats and dogs. Keep a single commercial vehicle at their property so long it doesn't exceed the 2 meters in height and 5 meters in length. Put up aerials and satellite dishes, however those on the front and the side of their property, if road facing, must not be larger than 60 centimeters in length or diameter. Imagine if you'd like had to have a satellite and it was like 63 centimeters or something. Yeah, you'd have to put it on the back.
That's what thingy's got.
Yeah, down the road, yeah. Put up a sign displaying the name and number of their property so long it is no larger than 20 by 15 centimetres. We laughed about that one, didn't we? This is a bit mental. Replace the external windows and doors of their property with windows and doors of the same style, size and colour palette. We went through that one yesterday, which is why it's strange about the 5-year whole thing, but then it says you can, just as long as it's of a certain colour really. For a maximum of 48 hours, keep a caravan on their property for loading and unloading purposes. Oh, I never knew that. So you've got basically 2 days you can keep a caravan on site. And I'll go on, this one is like quite good if you are just moving in. Purchases must at all times, because I'll get on with it because I can see it's the first one. So it's keep gardens and grounds tidy and in good order, including maintaining grassed highway verges on their property, and ensure that all gravel and stone chippings stay on their property and do not cover, not overspill onto the roads and footpaths. The out front, when we first moved in, they were really hot, weren't they, on us for sort of keeping it trimmed in the summer. And it was quite funny considering the grass had like died on them, and then we didn't have grass for the first 10 days or something, and then they finally put it in, and then they were like, oh, you've got to water it like 5 times a day. I think we were quite lucky a couple of days because it was warm, but then like by about like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock or whatever, it started like, you know, when you get that summer rain where it's nice and warm but there's just an absolute downpour. It was just like that, wasn't it, for quite a while, and you would get it through the night, so we very rarely had to water it. But I do think that's where they should sort of like offer an outside tap near the front and not just the back, because like I say, as we went through yesterday, you're not actually allowed to take the grass from the front out for 5 years. So yeah, it is like when the summer does come, like we found, didn't we, it was like, Jesus, like what will our water bill look like in the summer just for water and this? So yeah, like I think getting a tap up installed somewhere near the front is definitely something I would maybe recommend if you can, when you get one done at the back. I think like a good idea for us might be if we could get one in the garage, to be fair, when I'm thinking about it.
There's nowhere for it to go.
No?
Well, no, an outside tap, I mean, I might be wrong, but I'm fairly certain it has to come from a water.
Oh, so it would have to, the nearest one we could have would be just outside of the bathroom.
The sink.
Yeah,
that, like,
the downstairs
like,
toilet,
yeah,
sorry, I always
like,
say bathroom.
It has to be, I might be wrong.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like we had that big like 6 or 8 litre bucket of water, the sprinkler
that's why
thing.
the Tyrone thingies,
Yeah.
obviously their kitchen's at the front, so they've got their
They can do
outside
that
tap
at the front. Yeah, but then I
Where
suppose
sink
like
is,
it's
I think.
one of them things that when we actually have the garden done, we'll be like, oh, I'm actually glad it's out the back, because like that's like say to wash the slabs down, to wash, to thingy the grass. But we will probably do that once we've actually got grass, won't we? Because it'll just be no point doing it before, and we'll probably be able to find someone that can do it for like 50 quid at max, really. Next one, comply with any planning permission granted in respect of their property or the wider development. So yeah, this one's a strange one, because I know that one of he's not our neighbour, but he lives just a few doors down, had a, just pausing for a photo there, had a tree just randomly, you remember when he just did it, I'm assuming he didn't know about it.
No,
he just came back from work one day and there was just a tree on his patch of grass just outside. Wasn't on the plans, no. So I think he's literally just ripped it out. I don't really blame him either, because
no, they didn't ask him.
Like they didn't even ask him. Like you say, it's not on the plans, and then they didn't ask him, so it's like,
yeah, they've just randomly come in because they put some in the detention base.
Yeah, in the detention base,
But then they must have.
It was literally like right, like near his window as well, or like his door, like
near the paddock.
So it was like, it was just funny because like we seen it one day and then we went out in the morning the next day and it was like ripped out. It was just, there was just a patch in the ground.
We were saying on the night time, weren't we? We were
Yeah.
like, oh, if that was on ours, we'd just rip it up.
Yeah.
And the next morning it was ripped up and we were like, ah.
So it is that, I did find that very strange that they'd not said to him, and like I say, it wasn't on the plan. Like the plan did have places where trees would be, and there wasn't one on his property, so fair play for him for just ripping it out. Obtain building regulations approval for any works at their property that require it, and then replace any trees or shrubs planted on their property when necessary. Oh.
What?
Oh no. Replace any trees or shrubs planted on their property when necessary. So do you think he'll have to replace that?
Well, no, because he was never on the
Yeah,
plans.
that's what, I don't really, to be fair, them last two I'm a little bit confused
if you
about.
have shrubs on your property, like
Yeah.
in your plants and stuff, if they die, then obviously you need to keep them
Yeah.
like nice. So.
But yeah, so we've gone through another two there. You can't really see the title, but yeah, pretty. Like, it is quite interesting just reading them through. There is a few where it is like funny. Like I do find the door and the window one quite strange. Like,
well, also, you're allowed to keep pets. Well, I bloody well hope so, because I've just bought a property, so if I
yeah, I
want to
know.
pet
Imagine
in
if you
my
bought a
property,
property and I was like, I
it's
can't
not
pet.
rented. It's like I've bought this, so if I want a pet,
Yeah.
then bloody well have one.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think it's interesting going through these for you guys. Like I say, if you haven't moved in, I don't know, when do you even get this?
We got it at reservation.
Oh, and I'm going to go through this one because I missed this one out yesterday, which is on the next page. So it's just purchasers cannot, until Gleeson have completed the development, display for sale sign boards unless Gleeson have given written consent to do so. Like, that is literally right at the bottom of the next one. Right there, so pretty, just reading a little bit. Yeah, pretty mental. Another fun, like, oh, I can't wait to get into the ones for cannot at any time tomorrow, because I've just caught one there that is so funny. And like, some of them are just, yes, well, yeah, stupid, and then some of them are just like I say, some of them sort of contradict the ones where it's like, oh, you can sort of do this. Like, I've just seen one there where it was about building again, and it's like, well, yeah, I just find it, I do find like the rules and stuff very strange. I do understand why they have them in some cases, but at the end of the day, like, it is most people's house at the end of the day, and I don't really understand why some people can't. I think these should really more just apply to the people like me and Katie who maybe didn't help to buy, and until we actually, it is just fully ownership, like we've paid off the loan. But even then, it's sort of like, I don't know, that's, yeah, I know, that's, it's all very sort of strange, and, but, just, in my opinion, like I say, if you have any questions when you're on site, just ask the people on site, I suppose, if you have any sort of, like, questions about anything, or like wondering, oh, can I do this or can I do that, ask site. I don't think many people do, though, to be fair. Like, it wouldn't shock us if, like, 'cause at the end of the day, you would just feel like, oh, it's my house, so.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think as well every sales advisor remembers to put that covenants list in.
Do they not?
No, some people that I know of didn't have it included in theirs, and they were asking me
What they were.
to send them photos of the book.
So they can't, like that just makes us feel like they can't be that strict on it if they're forgetting to give it to people. Like, it can't be something where they're like, oh, we're going to take legal action. I honestly think the only thing where they would sort of, you would get knocks on the door about is if you'd moved in and then like a year later you were trying to sell when they were still building. I think you would get a knock on the door then.
That, or if, like, say for example, we decided to take the roof off the garage and build.
Yeah, build on top, like something major.
And make it not look like a Kilkenny,
yeah,
like a different house type. Then I think then they might, because the thing is, it's then
yeah
at the beginning of the development. they're not finished yet, and it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a Kilkenny anymore.
Yeah, I just more meant something where it is like,
Anything else, I don't see how they can.
because I couldn't, like, I'd be very surprised if someone bought one of these houses and then started doing that sort of work to it, because it's like, you might as well just buy an old build then, in my opinion. But I get what you're saying. I just meant as in, like, I do think that there would be people that buy these houses and then, like, a year down the line go, actually, I just, like, you just might not like it, you might not feel like at home with it, and that's totally understandable. But I think I would be very intrigued to see what the process of that is like what Gleeson actually say. Like, do you have to have like do you have to have like a valid reason, like, or is like, do you just literally say, no, it just doesn't feel like a home, like a valid, like, I'm just really intrigued now. So if any of you have bought a house while they're still building on site and then have wanted to move like a year or two later, let us know what that process was like in the comments down below. That would be pretty cool to know. But yeah, that's it. Like I say, we've got one big one to go through tomorrow. Like I say, if you have any questions about anything, get them in the comments down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, remember to subscribe. I think we're like 5 or 4 subscribers away from 350 subs, which is mad because it only feels like, yeah, it wasn't long ago where I was saying 250. But yeah, if you could do us a massive favour, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and as always, I will catch you tomorrow.